Good morning, tribe, and welcome to this morning's Hatha class. My name is Shonda. I'll be guiding you through your practice today. Actually, I'm feeling called to just go ahead and get started right away. So let's come to the top of your mat, and we'll take a few sun salutations. So just getting nice and grounded within the feet. Allow the feet to be about hip distance apart. Start to roll the shoulders around and down the back. Perhaps the palms face forward. So staying nice and tall, nice and grounded on your mat. Pressing the mat away from you, engaging the quadriceps, engaging the glutes, drawing your tailbone down to the mat, lifting the shoulders to the left and to the right, and drawing the crown of the head up towards the sky, palms shine forward, chest and heart are open. Core is nice and strong and engaged. So from here, start to find your breath. Feel the earth energy coming up from your roots. Feeling the feet connected to Mother Earth. The surface beneath you, drawing up energy all the way up through the feet, the ankles, the thighs, the core, the chest, the heart expanding through the left and the right hand, circulating back up through your communication center, your throat chakra, and all the way up through the crown of the head. Let's open the eyes if you had them closed. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep the arms up nice and tall. Expand and reach the fingers in all directions, keeping the lower part engaged. As you exhale, draw the hands out nice and wide if that feels good. And coming down into forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. And exhale, folding forward. Step the right foot back. Find your runner's lunge here. Find some stillness, maybe a little bit of rocking or bouncing, and then find that stillness. Release the palms of the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Coming into your top of a push-up plank position. And shifting forward on the toes, release the knees down, chest and chin, elbows hug and ride the rib cage. Inhale, coming up for cobra. Let's start out in a little cobra. Exhale, shift the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, coming up through tabletop position. Find your balance, your strength, your stillness here. Draw the core in. Reach the tailbone behind you. Reach the crown of the head forward. Press the tops of the feet. And all of the knuckles nice and firm into the mat. Tuck those toes under. Begin to shift the hips backwards towards the heels, towards the back of the mat, and then begin to lift the knees up off the mat, coming into your Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Find your down dog here. Stay nice and strong within the arms. Engage the quadriceps. Keeping the shoulders plugged into the shoulder sockets. Allowing the shoulders to widen and expand across the back. Lift the low ribs. Draw the Mula Bandha up and in. That's the low core pelvic floor muscles. And perhaps you have a soft bend into the knees. The heels are reaching down towards the mat. Find your breath here. Let's lift up nice and long within that right leg. Step the right foot forward to the top of the mat, finding your runner's lunge. Again, stay nice and strong. Lift it up off of that top thigh, that right thigh, maybe gently rocking or bouncing a bit, and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Take a nice deep inhale, coming up for your half lift. Get nice and long here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and around, reach through the sky. And exhale, hands meet together down through center midline, meeting at the heart. Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, gaze comes up too. Exhale, draw the hands together through center midline, folding it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, find your runner's lunge here. Stay strong in your foundation, stay lifted. Press firmly into the mat with that right foot. Release the palms of the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, top of a push-up. Again, we're going to move through a little bit of variation, warming up the body. So shifting forward on the toes. Allow those elbows to hug in nice and tight. Bringing your chest and chin all the way down. Inhale for Cobra. Exhale, press into the mat with the hands. Engage the core, sit the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, coming up through tabletop position. Prepare the hands for the fingertips nice and wide. Tuck the toes under. Sit the hips back towards those heels. Engage the arms here. Press away from the mat with the hands. Keep the shoulders plugged in. And begin to lift the knees up off the mat and lift the hips up towards the sky. Find your downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Creating length and space in between each vertebrae, expanding through the rib cage, creating space between each of the ribs, perhaps drawing that core up and in. Good, lifting that left leg nice and high, 3-legged dog. Step the left foot forward to the top of the mat, find your runner's lunge. Again, making any small, subtle adjustments that are needed. Step the right foot forward. Forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, get nice and long here. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sweep up that earth energy, surround your aura with good, bright, vibrant golden light. Exhale, draw in that golden light. Bring it down through the hands, through center midline, meeting at the heart center. Let's open the hands into a little bit of a lotus mudra. So that's just keeping the pinky and the thumbs connected, opening the 3 fingers, the pointer, middle, and ring finger. And let's just allow that golden light to fill us up, surround our heart space. Moving through our heart, maybe it's like a pink even, a pink gold, just circulating around the heart, creating this aura, and then the aura expands, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, enveloping you, your body, and even the outward aura of your body. Good, open the eyes, feel that love, that connection, that rose-colored golden light. Draw the hands together at prayer. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take a deep bend into the knees. Allow the palms of the hands to come to the outside edges of the ankles. Inhale, sit the hips back. Coming up for chair pose, Uttanasana. Let's find a few breaths here. Good, start to straighten into the knees, hands come down through center, forward fold Uttanasana. Stepping both feet back to the back of the mat, shifting it forward onto the toes, taking your chaturanga. Slowly lowering down on the mat. Inhale out for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find 3 breaths here. Beautiful, lifting the right leg up nice and long, step the right foot forward. Release the left heel down to the mat, 45-degree angle. Inhale, coming up for warrior one. Shift those hips off towards the top of the mat. Stay lifted and strong, spread the fingertips nice and wide. Imagine drawing that pink golden light down and around through the fingertips, circulating around your body. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Keep the right knee bent and nice and strong. Good, inhale, get long. Exhale, fold forward over to the right foot, lift the left heel off the mat. Release the palms of the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Good, lift the left leg nice and high. Step it through to the top of the mat, runner's lunge. Release that right heel to the mat. Inhale. Coming up for warrior one. Again, adjusting the hips, squaring them off to the top of the mat. Feel the heat building, that tapas building within the body. Keep your breath in. Inhalations nice and deep, exhalations nice and complete through the nose. Stay strong in that front leg. Keep pressing and engaging that quadricep muscle. Pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale, get nice and long through both sides, lifting out of the torso. Exhale, release it forward, bring the heel up off the mat, step the left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. One more, really draw that Mula Bandha in, lift the tailbone nice and tall. Good, looking up at the top of the mat, walk the feet forward. Placing the hands on the outside of the ankles, sit nice and deep, the hips back, taking a deep bend in the knees. Inhale, coming up for chair pose, Uttanasana. Draw the hands together and at heart center, begin to straighten into the knees. And softly closing the eyes. Returning to your breath. Good, inhale, open the eyes, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, folding it forward. Taking a deep bend into the knees. Inhale, up for chair pose, Uttanasana. Exhale, fold it forward. Stepping both feet back to the back of the mat. Shifting it forward, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Lifting through the right leg, get nice and long here. Step the right foot forward, release the left heel to the mat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold it forward, release the left heel off the mat, step the right foot back, find your flow here. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg nice and tall, step the left foot forward. Runner's lunge. Release the right heel to the mat. Inhale, up for warrior one. Exhale, fold it forward. Release the heel off the mat. Step the left foot back. Finding your flow here. Exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Good, inhale, reaching and extending through that right foot. Step that right foot all the way forward to the top of the mat. Release the left heel. Excuse me. Release the left knee down to the mat. Let's draw both hands on the inside of the right foot. And perhaps walking, heel toeing that foot out towards the outer edge of the mat. And then gently drawing the knee outwards or coming into a lizard pose, or we also call this winged dragon. So sometimes it feels nice to bring that left hand out a little wider beyond the mat and draw that right hand on the inside of the inside of the right knee. Hold your breath. Good, walking the hands back to the center, heel toeing the foot across the mat, coming over to the left side of the mat, finding your pigeon pose. So feel free to tuck those toes under, shift that left leg down onto the mat, get grounded in that left leg. So see if you can sit up nice and tall here, keep the hips squared off to the top of the mat. If you find that you need some additional support and you have a lot of space underneath your right hip, you could always have a blanket or a block available. Just gently tucked under that right hip. So you really want to keep the hips squared. So inhale, sitting up nice and tall, ground down into that back leg that's nice and long on the mat. Open up the front of that hip. Let's stay here for a few breaths. And feel free to play around with your pigeon pose. Perhaps you take a bend into that left foot and you draw the foot in and out, just staying open in the front of that left hip flexor. And perhaps you find some stillness. And releasing it down. Let's make our way all the way down into Reclined Pigeon, perhaps coming down onto the forearms, or maybe you have a block available. If you can make your way all the way down, the chest release over top of that leg. Make sure you're not sitting on that shin, and making sure that the toes are flexed to protect the knee joint, especially if your heel or foot is a little bit more in towards the body rather than parallel to the top of the mat. Soften the jaw and the facial features here. Relax into the pose. Let your body do the work for you. Let gravity assist you. Stay strong with the breath. Create space around areas of edginess or holding or tension. Good. If you're all the way down onto the floor, on your forehead. No, I can't talk today. Forearms coming back up to an upright position. Tuck the toes of the left heel under. Place the palms of the hands on the mat. Let's step that right foot back. Let's lift it nice and long back into three-legged dog, and then release it down to the mat, coming back into downward facing dog. Let's find a few breaths in and out here. Good, lifting the left leg nice and high here. Step it forward through to the top of the mat. Release that right knee down. If you have a blanket, you want to pad the knee, you can do that as well. Bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot. And walking that left foot out towards the outer edge of the mat and allowing the knee to shift out to the left. Again, you can bring that right hand outside of the edge of the mat and use the left hand to gently guide the left knee away. Two more breaths. Good. Walking the hands back to center. Allow the heel toe the foot all the way across the mat over to the right side. Tucking the toes of the right foot. Sit up nice and tall, finding your pigeon, making sure that the hips are squared off to the mat. Stay here. Few breaths. Stay lifted. You can use blocks for some support if you wish. Again, if you feel like playing around with that back foot or back leg, you can do that as well. Good. Release the back leg. If you are taking some variations there, inhale, get nice and long here. And then exhale, start to come down into your reclined pigeon. Again, keeping the toes flexed, the foot gently flexed. Protect that knee joint. Keep the hips shifted over onto the right side of the body. So again, if you're having a lot of space in this left hip in the mat, you may want to have a little blanket or support or prop underneath there for you. Nice deep yogic breathing here. Do a time check here. Two more breaths. Beautiful. You're down on your chest, coming back up to the forearms. If you're on your forearms, making your way back up to upright position. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Place the palms of the hands on the mat. Step that left foot back. Reach it nice and high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, soften it down. Find your down dog. A few breaths in and out here. Beautiful, making your way down onto your knees. We have just a couple minutes left, so I'm going to have us roll onto our backs. And all the way down onto the back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And let's just do a few spinal rocks. Massaging the back, the spine. And coming all the way down onto the mat. Drop both knees into the chest here. Allow the small of the back to press gently into the mat as you inhale, lengthening and creating space and expansion through the abdomen, the sides of the body, the back of the body. Exhale, releasing it through. Let's take a gentle twist here at the end. So just bringing the arms out to a T position, shifting the hips and the knees over to the right side. Let's take a few breaths in and out here. Your next inhalation, coming back through center, allowing the hips to shift and square centered off the mat. Feel the sacrum and low back expanding along the mat. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, keep the core engaged. Shift the hips and knees over to the right. Perhaps the gaze comes out over the left hand. Your next inhalation, coming back through center. Give yourself a great big hug for making it to your mat today. Providing yourself the space, the time, the presence of your own company. Creating this time and space for yourself. No one else can do it for you. So allow the practice of this discipline to be an act. It is one of the truest acts of self-love. Beautiful. Release the legs nice and long on the mat. And we'll make our way into our final pose today, finding your Shavasana. Perhaps you place the hands on the hips or the low abdomen. Little downward V or triangle with the thumbs and the pointer fingers. Just breathe into that space. Imagine that pink golden light. Drawing in through the root. Circulating through the legs, up through the abdomen, chest, and torso. Circulating and spinning around the heart, creating nice big expansive waves around the heart, getting bigger and bigger, expanding out through the arm, round and about throughout the communication center, the throat, the ear. And finally around the head. And then creating this nice big orange circle around your entire being, your entire body. Find yourself enveloped in beautiful pink golden light of love, pure love. And feel free to remain in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. I like to recommend up to 11 minutes if that's possible. Otherwise, enjoy your time, dedicating this time and space for yourself to just be, without anyone telling you what to do, where to be. And really bask in this presence, this love light. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this practice today and allowing me to be your guide. It has been my blessing and true honor to guide you through your practice. Namaste.